Assalamu alaikum, everyone. A lot of you asked us to come back with the getting to know each other kind of episode, and you enjoyed our pata nahi, 15, 20 questions that we were asking each other. So we're going to do that again this time.
Yes, absolutely. And this time we'll try to keep it fun, okay? And quick. And let's see if you enjoy these as well. So,
Should I go?
should we start?
Okay. What's a dream you had when you were a child and you still haven't given up on and it hasn't been fulfilled yet? What's a family tradition that makes you roll your eyes, but you also secretly kind of love it?
Oh my goodness.
So many?
Family tradition in our house?
That also makes you roll your eyes, but you also, secretly kind of love it.
No, it's keeping in touch with everybody. It's like every birthdays or Eid and so on. It's like, even all these uncomfortable messages. I don't know, you feel uncomfortable, right? So you're having, you were reminded by parents to do this and whatever. You're married off, you've got kids and you're like in your 40s, but you have to do, and they remind you to do that. And it's, oh my God, I'm doing it. But I do it and I feel really happy
There
that
you
I
go.
did it.
You made both expressions. Also.
Yeah.
So it feels like a chore
Yeah.
and a bit of a burden, but then you also would miss it if it wasn't.
Yeah,
Nice.
have to do it. You have to, even Mubarak to everybody. It's nice to reach out. Okay, that's a good one. What's the most bizarre dream you've ever had?
I've had some of the usual ones, like the teeth falling out dream.
Teeth falling out?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. It's one of the most common dreams that people have where they're dreaming that their teeth are fallen out. It sounds weird, right? Like, obviously, it's not about bad hygiene or maine dant nahi brush ki. It's literally linked to fear, anxiety, change. And it can be, that's very broad, right? Anxiety, fear, change, all of that. It could be linked to anything that's happening in your life. It could be subconscious. It could be something that's at the forefront of your brain and you're thinking about it actively or not. But yeah, you would be surprised. It's a very common dream, and I've had that.
So my common dream, because I want to add that,
Yeah.
and if anybody goes through this, please tell me, is they're all the same somehow. It's like, when I need to run, my feet are not
Stuck?
they're stuck. I can't move. It's like I can't move. And I don't know why. Does
I
anyone
think that
have
also
those
sounds
dreams?
like something coming from anxiety.
Something like that. It's just like I
Yeah.
can't move, like I'm stiff, like in cases like you need to run for your life, my legs aren't working. If I need to get somewhere quickly, I can't. And usually it's like crossing the road. It's a very strange one.
Oh wow, like something's about to hit you.
Yeah,
also,
like I need to
maybe?
run. I need to get out of that situation, but my legs aren't, like I can't move. I've gone, and everyone's running, everyone's going really quick and fast, but I just, like, it's really difficult for me to move.
I want to find out. Cut.
We have
And
to
then
find
and,
out.
and then I'll come back with it because that's fun. It's also good to know what
No,
our
good to
dreams
know
are.
also.
We can also just talk
I
about dreams the
never
whole
know
episode.
if you could actually do that. Acha, this is really funny also. I'd
So
like
no-
to add, while she researches
Yeah.
this whole the story behind why it happens. एक मेरी dream होती है, or as when I was really young, I used to do this. I was the biggest fan of Salman Khan. Still am. Recently bumped into him and took a picture with him. Very happy about that. इस बस मैं जब सोने से पहले I used to always say this कि बस मुझे सलमान खान के ख्वाब दिखा दो, सलमान खान के ख्वाब दिखा दो, and I used to then go to bed.
Our guess was good when I sweet dream. That's your sweet dream. It
You
has
find
to do
out.
with being anxious, being overwhelmed, feeling like you're not in control of a situation.
Not in control of
And
situation.
I think Hajra actually are someone who likes to be in control of things.
Yeah,
for
everything.
sure.
That's why
I'm not saying you're a control freak or anything, but do you think you are or not really? Or people do say that or no?
no, I am a control freak.
You are a control. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I think you are
It's not
also.
bad about being a control
Fair
freak.
enough.
Yeah,
So-
I need to.
That's why you have this dream, because I think sometimes you don't have control of everything. It's not possible to,
Mm.
and that's why you have it. It has
Because
to do with,
I don't have control over my movement.
or even the fear of not having control over something in your actual life leads to this dream. Exactly.
Did you just Google it?
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, it's kind of like I was taking a guess at it, being overwhelmed or being anxious, but that's what it says. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. It could also just be a horror movie you watched and that manifested in the form of a dream.
Okay, next question. For me?
Oh yeah. मैं तैयार हो गई जवाब देने के लिए. For you, do you want the deeper one or no?
Anything, but I can at least answer.
If you could pass down one value from our culture to the next generation, what would it be?
Family values,
Okay.
respect for your elders, and just that family values of just, it's so fulfilling when you're doing everything with your family, also extended family, with your mother's relatives and your father's relatives, and with your cousins, just that family values.
So you think that the new generation doesn't have them as
Tradition.
much?
Again, I can't put everyone in one, but
Yeah.
I think people, jaha, they want to, and culture and family values, just keeping it light, respect, and these things should be there.
Yeah.
I met this family once, and they had this little thing about them, and not just once I met them a lot. So it's not that they were pretending, also that whenever the father and mother were sitting and their kids were walking into a room where their parents were, they would kiss their father's head and their mother's head.
That's sweet.
That was very sweet. The little things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I because I met them over the years so many times, I always saw that they always would do that whenever
Yeah.
they would their father, they would kiss him on the head, and the mother. I
Yeah.
felt so sweet. Like, these are little things that you incorporate. Agar hogi bhi nahi, to you just add it. Okay, this is our thing. This is our family little tradition.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Honestly, I don't feel like kids read books anymore because we're so gadget oriented and tech. Everything's tech. Everything's touch. Everything's quick gratification.
Yeah.
There's no more landlines. It's all cell phones. Everybody's super connected. You can swipe right if you're not. In our time, you would have to read a book.
My
There was
my
no-
son's little roll-on is full of books. So.
Oh, that's so good.
So I get that.
But I think a lot of
everybody,
kids-
it's a mix.
Yeah.
You come across everybody. Like, some kids aren't to little gadgets, and some kids are. Yeah, they're still reading. It's a mix. What is the most unusual food combination you enjoy?
Ooh, I don't. I think I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to food combinations. Unusual would mean like stuff that doesn't go together, right? But I'm very like a burger and fries with ketchup, or dahi with my biryani. So what's unusual? I mean, it's not unusual. Yeah, I'm very boring and like like if I'm eating, for example, Chinese food, and like I will like the Chinese spice on it. I won't like we have this sort of Mexican fajita spice mix, and I don't like it with Pakistani food. I only like it with that sort of region's food. So I guess I'm a bit of a traditionalist. So you won't find me eating things that don't really complement each other.
So you wouldn't have like ketchup with biryani ever?
No. People do it. I've seen kids like चावल खा रहे हैं और बिरयानी है तो कभी भी नहीं, not me, not at all, बिल्कुल नहीं, no.
And like, when you have a plate, can you mix them, or do you want to eat them one at a time?
It depends.
You
Like
can
if
touch
it's,
each other.
So like sometimes if I'm having biryani, फिर आपका थोड़ा सा वो रायता है, और फिर वो क्या है, कचूमर है, और फिर अचार भी है. Right, so I might not mix it all together, but sometimes I might. If the biryani and the raita, if I don't have time, I'll do the kachumar and the dahi and the biryani and make it one ganda mix and just eat it, because I don't have time to do this. But if I have time, I like to like have all the condiments on the side. But if I don't have time,
I love the ganda mix.
Yeah.
I love the way you explain it. Ganda
Yeah.
mix. That's me.
मतलब अचार भी डाल दिया फिर अजीब सा ही हो जाता है, वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा आप क्या खा रहे हैं, लेकिन sure.
Got the flavors. My
Yeah.
question.
Ooh, this is a cute one. What's your friendship green flag? Like the one thing someone does that makes you go, yup, this is someone I think I want to keep around or definitely want to meet again.
The basic loyalty, but also, checking up on you.
Yeah.
You're there. Like, if you're silent for a bit and then they check on you, I think that's also very nice.
Yeah.
That's a green flag.
Nice.
And then, unexpectedly wanting to chat with you and spend time with you. And then, just friendships are like where you haven't met for a long time, but when you meet, you can catch up from 0 to 100. So
Yeah. Ease.
just ease, just being
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, what trend you followed that you now think was totally ridiculous?
What trend did I follow?
Yeah, that you now find totally ridiculous.
So I don't So I mean, I used to. I don't know. In my teenage, I did a lot. Did I do? No, contouring is also a good thing. I'm just trying to think. I'm not a trend follower. So much. I don't think I necessarily follow trends as much as other people do. Like, but having said that, right now barrel pants and barrel jeans are in, and I love the silhouette, so I am wearing them. Um, skinny jeans when they were there, we were all wearing them, but they were also available so much. And then when the loose jeans came, but these are not like those kinds of trends which I regret having. Ooh, yeah. Again, I'm not such a major trend follower. क्या कह सकती हूँ? You want me?
Hairstyle, makeup, eyebrows.
I just know that I put a lot more makeup when I went through a phase when I was a teenager, and I would topo a lot of makeup on. And I just don't do that much. I do less now. But that's not a trend. You're asking me about trends. Boring.
Trend, maybe
Is
trend.
that a
It's
trend
just
of
like I guess
sticking
people
a
were
lot of
doing it.
makeup on? I don't know.
It was trendy, right? You wanted to put a lot of makeup on.
Maybe
Like,
that
you
thopa
wanted-
were looking, now people want to look more natural. Maybe that was a trend. I don't know.
I think the older you
Uh,
get, it's nicer to have less makeup because it's just
Right?
the face doesn't
Yeah.
carry it well. So
Yeah.
it's nicer also.
I
It's
guess.
easier also, I mean, it's more focused on the skin rather than the makeup. It just
Yeah.
doesn't really. I
Yeah.
remember doing these pencil thin eyebrows because
Yeah.
I had really thick eyebrows. Ridiculous. Then
That's a
I
good
had
trend.
the bangs,
Yeah.
which because everyone was doing it, ridiculous. Skinny jeans.
You look cute in the bangs. by
I
the way.
have gotten rid of all the skinny jeans. Gone, gone, gone. Sorry.
What if they come back? You won't go to that.
Never will
silhouette.
go back to skinny jeans ever in my life. Wearing a lot of leopard. No.
But
Do
except
not look
when
like
you're
leopard.
wearing
Like
high,
little accessories is different, but
but when you're wearing high boots, I think that's the one time I will wear skinny pants, right? Because अगर आपके knee high boots, so Zaire, you need something skinny.
yeah.
It's only for that. But with skinny jeans with sneakers and all, I don't love
Leggings.
that. Yeah.
Leggings
yeah.
with small tops.
Crop
No,
tops.
I didn't do that, but I'm just saying
It's cute if you have the body. Honestly, if you're wearing leggings and you're wearing crop top, but if you've got the legs and you've got the butt and you've got everything, it can look cute. I think it can. I don't know if that's a trend. It's just like athleisure.
Yeah, there were so many little trends that happened.
Let me ask you.
So let me get a spicy one now for you. I got one.
Okay.
After yours.
I don't know. What a belief. It's the same kind of question. What's one desi habit you'll never give up no matter where in the world you live?
After 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, I have to have my desi food. That's a desi. I need my spice. And I don't need chili flakes. I don't need chili oil. I need my food. So then if I don't get my food, then I'll probably have Thai food. If it's spicy, then, somehow I'll
Thoda
have to have...
kareeb.
I'll have thoda sa kareeb aana. Like, I need spice. I need my spice.
Okay.
What is a belief that you had as a younger self, Annie, that you don't have anymore?
Okay. Ooh. I think when I was younger, I saw things very black and white. So I thought, things are either right or wrong. And I didn't appreciate the nuances and the gray. And because when you're young, you sort of have these, it's not taking the moral high ground, but because things are simplified in your head, right? It's like wrong and right. It's black and white. It's very, polarized. But as you grow older, life experiences happen. You go through a lot. You get wiser, your experiences change you. You basically, you mature, and then you realize that there's, things are very nuanced. And not everything is black and white. There's a lot of gray, and some things can be wrong and right. It's about intention and so many other things. So I think I always thought, bas, ye galat hai, ya ye sahi hai, and I used to be, very like one or the other. And I think now I believe that things are not necessarily black
I
or
think
white.
that's over time that you grow and
yeah.
you mature and you
Yeah.
understand things like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Explain love to an alien, or just in simple words, how would you explain love?
Love.
What is love?
Love is when you cannot imagine life without, I guess, assuming person. Is it just a person we're talking about? That person. It's like, your existence.
Or your shoes.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't. Materialistic things I'm not really connected to. So, jati hain, aati hain, nahi hoti hain. They
It
don't
was a
really
joke.
bother me.
But anyways, back
But
to love.
I do have my favorite. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. They'll make me sad. Of course.
Because you were like, is it about a human?
But
yeah, love.
you cannot imagine life without.
Hmm.
So that is love to me.
Yeah.
Now you, which is, if you were a flavor of ice cream, what would you be and why?
Ooh. But like, do ice cream flavors have personalities? I guess I would be. You see, I love chocolate. Is that boring? Like, I'm brown, chocolate colored
Mhm.
girl. I guess I love chocolate, so मुझे नहीं पता what
Chocolate.
that means. But that's my favorite
The
flavor.
Google might know what that means, but I have no idea what
Yeah,
that
no, it
means.
doesn't mean anything. It just means that I love chocolate. That's all it means.
Yeah.
But on the love thing, can I also just answer that because that's nice. I just thinking about it. What does love mean?
How would you explain to an alien?
Yeah, how would I explain it to an alien? Or like to even Aiden, who's like a little 5-year-old alien. No, just really, for me, if I love someone, it means like I really, really genuinely care about what's happening with them and their well-being. So whether they're around, not around, whether even if I don't speak to them for years, if we're not in each other's daily lives, I think if I really have a genuine interest, but in a good way, about what's happening with them, like it, like I'm really like even from afar, if I'm keeping up to their well-being, like I just really want them to be well,
Yeah.
and I'm concerned about them. I think that then that means that I love them.
That's where you're going to still.
He's not gonna understand. The alien's gonna be like, "Arey bhai."
What?
It's gonna be like, "Oh, mom."
On the chocolate bit, I'll be mint. I love mint.
Oh yeah,
A little,
yeah,
little fresh. Yeah.
mint.
Is your
Is
question?
there a mint flavor?
Of course,
Ice cream?
there's a mint
Oh,
flavor.
chocolate. You said ice cream.
Ice cream. Ice
आइसक्रीम
cream.
होती है mint flavor
हाँ,
होती है
mint?
mint chocolate chip होती है
वही ना?
लेकिन सिर्फ mint नहीं होती
As in
mint
mint
कोई
chocolate.
चीज़ है
As in it's a green and it's
हाँ
got
yeah
little
ना chocolate हाँ
little chocolate.
but is there ever mint without chocolate
I've never had it. Maybe I don't know.
हाँ never
I
had
mean, there's so many flavors now
Got
with
it.
ice cream.
इसमें
and so
cooling
on.
भी एक होता है
Ooh.
हाँ
I love this one. I have two silly ones. I want to ask silly questions. Last time we
see
asked
last time you asked deep and I only had silly
Huh.
now we've gone reverse should I just change the
No,
question
it's okay. Let's see.
this is so silly would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses
One big duck, which I can't,
humongous duck
and the little one.
yeah
And then how many?
or like one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses coming and attacking you? Who would you rather fight?
I am dying both ways. I might as well just die in one go. Give me a big duck size and there you go. Crush me and
Chalo, done.
I'm done.
No, but you basically want a lot of small adversaries or
No,
one
I don't want
big
little,
huge.
little paining, pinching me here, and then I just one crush and I'm gone, man.
Chalo,
I don't want to go in.
But
like,
you're losing either way.
I'm losing, but I want.
You've given
I
up.
don't want to feel pain like every second, every inch, and whatever.
Fine.
What would you rather? One big?
It's like in my mind, it's like, would I rather have like one humongous bully coming up to me to bash me up, or is it going to be like a bunch of little bullies? I think I would have a better chance at outrunning the smaller adversaries. Maybe take a back and swing as many, and I would feel less. Whether I lose or not, I would feel less intimidated with many smaller than one. Or if you could use the gift of gab to argue your way out of it, it'll be easier with one. You see, even if it's the person's huge, maybe you can get out of it by talking your way out of it. But if you're dealing with tiny humans, but there's so many of them, are you going to get that collective conscious, and are you going to get that collective audience? See, this is a question that's meant to make you think.
Yeah,
but
it's an attack, so I'm thinking
you're done either way.
Done either way. So
Okay, fine.
they come to attack
So
me.
maybe I change my answer and go for the bigger person because it's only one person, and maybe I can talk my way out of that confrontation.
What's your guilty pleasure snack that you would never admit to anyone?
I'm so open about like eating so many chocolates, like sugar.
No, there must be something
Oreo,
that you
guilty
eat.
pleasure snack.
And you're
Chili
like-
chips is that bad? मैं तो इतने and like these mutters, okay? It's not nothing to be embarrassed about though, right?
No,
Okay,
what-
fine.
you
Guilty
eat them.
pleasure, fried food. I might not want to like say because I'm like talking about wellness and working out and eating well and all of that, but I'm obsessed with fried chicken.
Okay.
And I don't want to admit it because it's silly. It's like you cannot, but I eat it a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the form of a fried chicken burger or whether it's like your Wingstop ke wo, like boneless chicken wings, or I am obsessed with chicken, gande chicken nuggets, चाहे वो घर के बने हुए हो chicken nuggets या वो बिल्कुल ही आपके store bought full of rubbish chicken nuggets. McDonald's ke chicken nuggets home, which is again, this is not good stuff.
I have so many. I have falafel in different countries. I would love to have this. Is this samosa that you get in the old Dubai in the little cafeterias, and it's
Yum.
उसमें दाल भरी होती है. It's so delicious. If people relate to karak chai only from
Why
like
would
the
you be
little
embarrassed about
places.
this stuff? This is great
No,
stuff. Everybody likes this stuff
No,
that you would hide.
People won't even go
They
there.
won't for
They won't
karak
go
chai?
there. Those little itne cup mein milti hai. They're not these fancy.
Well, they'll call it chai latte.
No, they're not there.
They're over here.
They're for 2 dirham, and you get them in these really, places that nobody wants to really go anymore. And I'm queuing up with all sorts of people. It's nothing fancy. I have to, anyway. I love that and stuff like that.
That's nothing. None of that is embarrassing. Like everybody wants a good $1 ka ya chai.
Listen,
200
I'll be
rupees
in
ka
one
kadak
end
chai.
of the Dubai, and I'll be like, I need to drive all the way just to have this little. यहाँ से ले लो, वहाँ से ले लो. नहीं मुझे
उनकी जरा उसमें थोड़ा sweat भी लगा हुआ है ना, गिरा हुआ है from the
That's
maker.
the one.
ये है ना, तुम्हें उनकी sweat और
That's the one I want.
Yeah.
If you could invent a new word, what would it be and what would it mean?
What? I don't know if I can invent a new word, but I like the word ennui. It means like boredom, and just so when I was, like sometimes when you have no feelings about anything, and you just, how do you explain it? You're just kind of like indifferent or couldn't care less. I like that word, but I don't know about inventing. I have to think about it. I'll come back to you on that. What about you? Let me ask the same question to you.
Me, silly words that even Abbas says, what are you saying? Why do you say these words? And they're little love languages for my son.
Oh.
So how these gibberish little thing, boo boo, things like that.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Boo boo must be in the dictionary by now, no? Because boo boo, everybody says and by the way, boo, I think in slang my boo is like my girlfriend or my boyfriend or
so
like
all these, there's
it
so
is
many
there.
of them.
So boo boo is an extension
like,
of that.
Please not talk, just talk normally. Like these are my little love languages for him. Like,
Miggy miggy.
Yeah. We love that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you see cute little kiddies, they're like, oh yeah. Like, what are you saying? Get words out of your mouth. Like, no, these are like love languages.
Yeah, so you wish
They
some
should
of them
be
were
under
in the
this
dictionary
of love languages for,
Yeah.
for children only, by the way. Or animals, little soft ones. Next question, please.
You've been kidnapped. You can only drop hints to me via emojis. What 5 emojis are you sending?
Can I look at emojis?
No, think about it. Emojis क्या
कौन
होते
सी
हैं?
emoji?
एक gun डाल देना, एक zip डाल देना. हाँ.
ऐसे रोने वाली
ठीक है.
crying emoji.
हाँ.
Then there's one, I know there's one with something like with a mask on with like this. There's
Oh,
an
there
emoji
is?
like that. Yeah, there's an
guess.
emoji with like something like that.
Okay.
So probably with that also. Then maybe a dancing emoji.
तो मुझे तो लगेगा कि तुम किसी के चैंपियनशिप
नहीं
में
देखो
किडनैप
ना,
तो नहीं
रो
हुई हो.
रही हूँ, गुंडे ने मुझे उठा दिया है.
अच्छा. Very good. और बाकी दो
ठीक है
बस.
And then maybe I'm sure there's something, there's an SOS on it. There's an
Ah.
SOS emoji. There you go.
चलो 4
रो
में
रही
तुम.
हूँ, गुंडे ने मुझे उठा दिया है, and then SOS. Right?
Sure. It could also be like a performance gone bad.
And
but
the last one, I might put that eye, the blue eye with your eye in it. So Ainy, this is for you.
Oh, pretty good.
Very
Hajra.
good. All right. I had an emoji type of question, which was for you. If you were an emoji, which emoji would you be?
If I was an emoji,
Yeah.
what do I use the most? I mean, like this is boring, like heart, like love for everybody, or like one of the laughing emojis. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I've thought about it for 2 seconds, the upside down face emoji for my confusion and my, like all of that. Like there's an upside down face. That
Yes,
one.
I
think that would be
That's a
it.
cute one.
Yeah, that would be me.
If you were a kitchen appliance, which one would you
Oh my
be?
god, I have that too.
Okay, let's
So weird. I was gonna ask
go
you,
on.
like literally, it's
Okay,
right here.
you
If you were a kitchen appliance,
which one would you do? Okay, go on.
If I was a kitchen appliance, what would I be? Ooh. Wow.
Has to be.
philosophical and
Huh?
deep.
I know.
A blender?
Blender is very useful, by the way.
I've started using mine a lot more. I started making my own protein shakes because, I was sick. Why am I spending so much money? So I got the dates, got the collagen, got the whey protein, plant protein. I have different flavors. Obviously, I have the fruits and the berries and the nuts.
Yeah.
Got the nut butter.
Oh,
And
excellent.
yeah.
You need to tell me about your
And
collagen.
I was like, why do I need to spend so much on, here it's like 7-8 pounds
Huh.
and I was like, daily I'm gonna spend that much. It's silly.
And
So
you
I'm
just
making
bought
my own.
you just bought a juicer?
No, we have a blender
Blender,
for other
okay, a
things,
blender.
but I've started using it for my
Using it.
Yeah, you don't even need a juicer. You just
Okay.
need a blender.
Yeah.
मैं केला डाल रहे हैं आप. I put like strawberries, bananas. It depends on the smoothie, but I put some fruits, as I said, dates, and everything else I just told you, and
Useful.
then some non-dairy milk because it just tastes. You can use your regular milk also, but I like to alternate between almond and. You didn't ask me what I do in my smoothies, but I was just saying I would be a blender.
You very useful. I would be an air fryer.
That's useful.
नया लिया है ना.
तो इस्तेमाल तो
कर. And it's so handy. I don't have to use the entire oven. Like, wow, life changing for me. I don't have to wait for the oven to preheat and so on. It's so quick. It'll bake. And I've even tried baking. I've tried like doing my salmon in it, my chicken in it, everything in it. It's so good. And I hope nothing is wrong with using an air fryer in long term, right? Like safety made they come
like
out
the coating
with
or
all
something.
of that. But otherwise, air fryer, fantastic.
Yeah, and even for my fried chicken or like
It's
those
great.
pizza days, you don't have to put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
You can put it in the air fryer, and it's not only warming it; it's crispier. Yes, it's not as fast as the microwave, but it is.
I don't
it's nicer.
use the microwave at all.
Ever?
I don't like it.
Like sometimes you have to.
Never. I just don't use it.
No, that's a good thing.
I'd never use it.
It's not good.
I don't know if it's a good thing, but I just
It is
don't
a
like
good
it.
thing.
I just feel like every time, like
Fake
past,
gandhi
like वो अजीब सा एक coating सी बनी होती है. I don't think it really warms the khana, and it just the way it warms the khana, it doesn't stay warm.
What if
for
you
a
have
long time.
rice? Like, how do you warm your
I
rice?
just do it on the hob.
Always, even if you.
Always.
Okay.
I just.
Yeah.
Let's move
Fair
on.
enough.
Appliance बन गए ना अब हम.
If you had to be stuck in a reality TV show that's on TV currently or has been, which for a whole month, which show would it be? From stuff hopefully that people would have seen.
I can't be any of these jungle ones.
I know you want to be on Love Island secretly.
हाँ.
Because you want.
Love Island.
Even so clear is that. अब कहेंगे मेरी अम्मी देखी है मेरे हस्बैंड देखे लेकिन मुझे पता है कि हाजरा उन्हीं कपड़ों में लव आइलैंड पे होना चाहती है.
कोने में कोने बैठी होंगी कोई मुझे मुंह नहीं लगाएगा वहाँ. Love Island तुमने मुझे भेज दिया है. Like seriously.
Come on, Hajra, तुम्हारा भी दिल है. You want that second lead of life.
What do they do on Love Island? Is it like they like pick boys and girls?
They hook up.
They hook up? They hook up because they're there to hook up?
Yes, no.
Because there's so many formats of these shows. Please explain to me that I'll probably
Actually, I've
find
never
it.
seen Love Island, but I'm pretty assuming they're going there to,
So
hook
they
up.
yes. No. I've seen.
I've actually never watched
I've seen promos. Is this
Promos
the one that
like
they walk out of the water, the ocean, and then it's either someone's ex or somebody, right? And then they have to like find, okay, if the guy likes me, the girl likes me. Nah, nahi, I'm not.
बहुत शौक है तुम.
I would like to be, which I always wanted to be on Crystal Maze. That would have, it was always my dream to be on Crystal Maze.
But for a whole month, you'd go crazy. My question was about a month, but that's a good show.
No man, Crystal Maze was like epic in our days,
But you can't be
right?
there for a month, you'd go पागल ही हो जाओगी. पागल खाने से दिक्कत. But it was so good.
It was so good.
I don't know. I used to watch it. And I used to be like,
love
and
it.
sometimes you could solve the puzzles, but sometimes they were too difficult.
What was the music?
Yeah,
What was the music?
it was so good. That's such a
It'd
good
be
one.
great.
That's such a good one. One show I think I don't know if it's a show, but something like Survivor, like a boot camp kind of thing. And I know after a month I would be extremely exhausted.
Not Big Boss.
मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं है. Sure. But you can talk about Big Boss. So the reason I would want to do it because I want my butt to be whooped into shape. Because I think if I was in a 1-month boot camp or something like Survivor, I would be fit. I would like maybe just, I would be stuck in that situation. I wouldn't have any choice. I might regret it, but I want to be stuck in a situation where I get out of my comfort zone. That's the reason. I really want to be thrown in because जब आप घर पे होते of course we can send ourselves to the gym, eat better, be more disciplined. But I want to be in a situation where I don't have a choice because I don't have the discipline.
You in fantastic shape.
Huh?
You are in fantastic shape.
Yesterday I went for a scan. I'm not going to take the name. I went for the scan, which a lot of us are on a 3-month sort of like wait list for. We were on, and I got my date finally. I went there, and they make you do a grip test. And she said, "Yeah, basically she said, do you do strength training?" I said, "Actually, I do 2 to 3. मैं इतनी बोल रही हूँ strength training. We are women of a certain age, and we need bone. We need to be stronger and bone density. ये वो." And she said, "Please do more." And she said, "Yes, our pool is quite small, but you are like you're less strong than 80% of the applicants." And then when I told Fars, he was like, "Who are these like Amazon? Like who are these like itne fit kaun hai ye auratein jinse tumhe compare kare?" But I said, "No, she said the one takeaway is that you need more muscle mass." Anyways, tell me about Big Boss. What is Big Boss? I don't know it. Please tell me. They all live in a house. I know that. And
Okay. You've not watched Big Boss ever?
I swear on all my family members.
No,
I've
no, I
never
don't
watched
want
a
swearing
single
on anybody.
episode.
But you've not watched Big Boss.
Not
Big
even
Boss is
5
a show.
minutes. This is Crystal Maze.
Exactly.
This
This
is not
is the
Big
show.
Boss.
We don't want to be on. We don't want to be on Big Boss.
But you said you watch it.
No, I don't.
You would never
watch
want to
it.
be lost on it.
No, I would not.
But can you just tell me what it is?
Big
quickly?
Boss
I
is a
swear I
show
don't
where you have people in one
know. House,
house,
I know that.
and then they just have to get along, and eventually they don't get along because human nature is when you
Okay,
know,
got
play
it.
games and so on,
Fine.
and you there's one winner.
Who is a big boss?
I think it's a voice.
Ah, okay. And
So
and they
it's
give
like
you
a-
like tasks and all. Because I've watched a little like reels or whatever.
I think
haven't
the
watched
show
a
has
full
been going
episode.
on, and it became
Forever. It's
very,
very popular.
famous when
Yeah.
Shilpa Shetty was on it with that
Yeah.
with Lady Jade who passed away. It became
Okay.
super big then, and everyone understood.
Do you want to be there for a month?
Never. Crystal Maze जाना है यार मुझे.
For a month?
हाँ.
पागल बन के निकलोगी तुम से 1 महीने बाद. But on that note,
तुम कर लो boot camp, हम Crystal Maze नहीं जाएंगे.
नहीं, मुझे भी Crystal Maze जाना है, but 1 महीने के लिए नहीं. I want to go. It would be fun.
It would be fun.
I would love to do like a murder mystery. Well, this is not nothing to do with TV shows, but मुझे भी बहुत मजा है. Puzzles and games and mystery solve करना, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good at it, but I love it. I think we share that in common.
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, in Crystal Maze, what used to happen if you couldn't solve the maze, you were stuck in the room, right? And then you're stuck in there sitting like this.
Till somebody lets you out.
Somebody you lets you out, right? So
Then we should. You know what we should do? We should go.
you know, by the way, there is a Crystal Maze here.
But actually, the Crystal. We should do it.
Yeah, there is. It's been for
And they have escape
years.
rooms here.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do that? So,
No,
but
no.
you want to do Crystal Maze, but it's not escape because zombie aake tumhe. But it's like you have to solve challenges and puzzles to be able to get
I
the
put
key to get out of
my
the
son
room.
in an escape room,
And?
he really enjoyed it.
Okay, but you don't want to do escape room suddenly.
No, I don't want to do it.
You just said you want to be in Crystal Maze for a month.
But that's like actually doing a task. Like,
So what do you
know
think
how put
escape
in
room
puzzles.
is?
Escape room is also task, right? You're right,
Yeah,
but it could
yeah.
be a scary one, a horror one,
No,
a
but we
clown
won't.
one. I
Don't do that one. I meant an escape room where you have to do a task and a
To
challenge
get
and
to
escape
get out,
of the
eventually
room.
get
Yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we
Bye.
go. We have really enjoyed this. This was fun. You know what? We ask all these questions and get to know each other even more. So
Yeah.
it's fun. Why don't you play this quiz with your friends? It's quite fun actually over a house party and so on. Till the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.